Hi there, thanks for coming to this 5-minute class. I'm Jennifer Croft and I'll be teaching you 10 tips for pricing your services. If you like this class, we have a bunch of other classes and free resources available at www.5minuteclasses.com. Okay, so tip number one when it comes to pricing services is to experiment with different types of pricing. And here are some different ideas for that, which is price by the hour, by a fixed rate for a job or project, by an estimated range, or by a contractor monthly retainer. Also, when it comes to figuring out the amount you'll charge for your services, it's important that you realize that you'll probably only be able to bill about 20 hours per week. And this is because there's a lot of time that no one pays for. And if you want to add that time up for your own business, there's a worksheet on the website that's great for doing that. And this is assuming that 20 hours if you're working a 40-hour week. Keep track of your hours. You're never going to be good at bidding stuff. You're never going to get better at it if you don't keep track of what's actually already happened. So even if you price something at a fixed rate, clock in and clock out while you're working on that so that you can figure out what it actually did cost you so that the next time you can be more accurate about giving a bid. Also, it's okay to give a range. I teach this to small business owners all the time that if you're not sure how long something will take and you don't want to get stuck eating it if it takes longer than you thought, and you don't want to price it so high that you're not going to get the bid, then be frank with the client and tell them, I think it'll take about this amount of time, and then bid by the range. If you happen to own a service business right now and you've been at it for a while and you feel like you're overworked and underpaid, your pricing is too low. So something you can do immediately to improve the quality of your life and your bottom line is to raise your prices. I think it's important also as a service provider to always remember to value yourself, and particularly with women over the years of teaching business owners, I've seen that they're afraid to charge sometimes what they're worth. And I would strongly urge you to do this, to charge as much as you think you can get as long as the market will bear it. And by that I mean it's not what one individual customer or client would say is worth it, but in general, what would people think is worth it? What will the market bear? Sometimes it's going to be necessary to raise prices, and so I'm just advising you here to be careful how you do that. And I say this because any price increase causes your customers or clients to go back and rethink the entire value of what they're buying. And so it's better to do price increases, maybe larger increases, less often. That way we're not always giving them the opportunity to go back and think about it again. If you make a mistake, and you're bound to do this, particularly when you're first starting out, is you're going to just flat out bid something too low. And then partway through the project, you're going to realize, oh no. But what you're going to have to do is honor that original bid, complete the work, and still do quality work, learn from it, and move on. So these last two tips relate to either offering discounts, which is what this slide is about, or the next one is about actually tacking on some fees. But for discounts, this is a tip for how you could price your services. And these types of discounts are going to help you hopefully make sales, make more sales. Now, these, on the flip side, are what I call profit centers, that you can create these hidden, they're not hidden from the public, but they're kind of hidden. These profit centers that can really help add to your bottom line. So these are some ways to increase your prices and the amount, and subsequently the amount of money that you'll make. So here are some good next steps that relate to these tips for pricing your services. And here are some worksheets you can use, including the one I mentioned earlier, the time no one pays for. And we also have a free newsletter that you can sign up for if you'd like to keep learning. And in the meanwhile, thanks for coming to this class and best of luck with your business.